that should just come up. So no, Archmage. Are you a World of Warcraft player? Feel free to ask questions. I'm very happy to answer whatever comes up. You can buy what? Can you elaborate a little bit on that? That sounds a little bit interesting. Can't joke with serious things like that. I thought you could buy some work gigs. You could. Okay, this planet is. What? Okay, I was just very lucky. I thought there was 2 here, so that's. I got greedy. Only if it got a blonde wig, you know that. You made the rules, not me. That? Oh well. Let's grab this one. Thing is, I have the radiant shards because I'm already flying one, but so where on earth was it? Where I go? There. One of these planets which is actually a little bit funny. maybe I shouldn't fly so high. Oh. The thing is, on Permadeath, you get really into trouble if you hit the ground from too high, so yeah. So
weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, that's nice. I have a brain somewhere there. Now I need to find out where I make it useful for me. Okay, now the planet actually looks very nice. Okay. So there will be a monolith thingy somewhere on the other side of this hill, mountain, whatever it's called. Wow, ancient site. Okay, I stand corrected. Actually saw another one of these. So you're supposed to bring the brain to this ancient site and go there, but I kind of like to take a little trip around and get the things that there is as well. Because when I get the brain done, then you always go like, shiny, let me get back. So, I will say that this save has turned into be a collection of interceptor ships, but I will probably have to scrap some of them at some point, but that is one I'm flying in is not the most pretty of them all. It's not cool in any way, but if I find one which is really cool, then I will build that up instead. Actually, I think that that one is pretty much like this one, but so the thing is, I have space in my collection. And what I always want with these is actually to see how it looks when it flies. Yeah, this is pretty much the same I already have. So I think this will be a scrapper. It just look like a Lego brick. That's okay. That's absolutely okay. So back to my ship so I don't lose that. That is, well, actually I think I want to take a little bit of a walk and see if I can find some radiant shards. Feeling that is not one. It looks so big. That's what she said. I can do with the Atlantidium. It's actually quite good to have a little bit in stock when you come across
Units received.
oh, there's one next to, pretty much next to the ship. Oh.
Units received.
Why did I mark that? That's not really what I need. I'm picking something up I don't really need, but well.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
It's puzzled me a little bit that there are normal sentinels and corrupted sentinels on the same planet. I thought it would only be one of them, but I guess I'm wrong. So can you just... No. No ammo in inventory. That is a rare thing. So let's just go in here for a sec while I actually look at what... Oh yeah, I had to deliver that. Salvage scrap used for trading. Okay. My freighter is out of range. My starship is out of range. So, yeah. That one needs to go there. That one goes here because I can't use that. So I could unpack these and see what they come with. Very often come with the most weird things you can imagine. Truly weird. Yeah. So got a Sentinel boundary map. That's one of those things. I don't use them much, but sometimes they are actually useful to use, if that makes sense. Okay, I got the ship I wanted, so...
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Not letting me land on it, but if it was one of my own, I could have. So, yeah. Okay, I had to deliver something, so that was why I left the planet anyway. Oh, that's a... an atlas as well. That's I don't know if the new atlas has any influence on the autophage, but I wouldn't think it would have.
Warning. Threat detected.
What threat?
Hostile ships approaching.
What? I saw nothing. Nothing. So... So in order to not fill up my exosuit with the modules I'm not going to use, I recycle them. That gives me a little bit of nanites as well, so that's actually not the worst thing you can do. I got more. That's how it works. Whatever you don't have, you get more of. No. When you don't have any, you get more of them. That was what I was trying to say. Oh dear. Oh, it's so bad. No need for that anyway, I think. In these back rooms, sometimes some of them you can actually farm carbon, but it's so little, and it takes quite a while to go through them all to get a proper outcome, and I can't really be bothered. There are other ways to get carbon, which is a little bit easier. Wow. Communion, that's a very religious word. So, Wolf's Tiger, did you give up playing on PC? Yeah, well, I take that. Okay. There's a little bit trick with the price if you want to buy it. They drop the price just before an update is coming out. So when rumors start... No, of course not. But the rumors is when the rumors start coming out that there's a new update on its way, then keep an eye, because very often it falls to half price or something like that. It does fluctuate a little bit, but it should be in that range. Oh, it's 40 quid on Game Pass, but that's no guarantee on Steam. So I had something I want to do first. kind of understand that. Oh yeah, I know that we have had the same problem, and it's very annoying with Xbox. But we hardly play on the Xbox anymore. Well, I have described how I feel about controllers, but the kids don't really either. So, I said this before, but if you want to make money, then you buy stuff on trade post and sell them on space stations. That gives you the best amount. So I have done what I was supposed to do. And I'm just curious here. Took a mission to feed 12. And yeah, I don't really need you for anything else. Do I want some honey? Probably should. It's actually a hot planet, so should probably make sure that I'm okay. Otherwise, suddenly you are getting warnings that you in trouble. So those who saw that what I was doing on the Nexus mission today, I was collecting dung. if I had gone to a place with these big ones, then it would have gone much faster. It kind of sent me to a planet, so... There's another one.
Units received.
Just need to feed 12, so...
Units received.
The Sentinels are not making it easier, but they actually sometimes scare the animals.
Units received.
And of course I need to feed animals I can actually get to. Hey, don't run. I'm not dangerous. I'm not going to harm you. I'm just going to give you food. What's your thing? That's honey as well. Okay. I'll take a little bit of honey because if I start cooking, that is actually a very useful thing.
Units received.
I prefer slower animals because they are easier to run up. Because these fast ones is impossible to give food. Something that way, so... Oh, that's one there. Don't know how I'm doing, but 5 out of 11. That is not a lot. A lot of the fast ones, but that's not really what's useful.
Units received. Units received.
Why is it always on the planet that have weird animal forms? these. Helps a little bit when there is a number in one place. It makes it actually quite easy. Well, all pet owners should pick up after them. So I just need one. That's a small dome sample, yeah. Must admit I take it because get a cursor on it. Okay. Are you then playing on the small screen or do you put it up on TV? Ah. Yeah, my daughter was thinking about getting the Switch Lite, but she went with the full thing. Yeah. How is it playing No Man's Sky on a small screen? I'm not sure I could do that because I'm blind as a bat. Almost. That's of course not entirely true, but I am one of those which my eyesight is not the greatest. Okay. I am, unfortunately, I have to take a very short bathroom break again. So hang on, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. So back again. Yeah, that was actually why my daughter bought the Switch. Well, she wanted one anyway, but one of the things was so she had something to take on when we went on holiday and on for the flights and stuff like that. And she has actually been sitting playing it on planes, and that's a good entertainment. Yeah, I grabbed a bite of it, of licorice, and I shouldn't have done that. So I need some of this to go.
Technology recharge.
Otherwise I will drown later. Yeah, I would say we do have a gaming laptop as well in the house, and it's very good to play on, but and what? But it's very heavy, so sitting with it on a plane, for instance, that's not great. right, I always end up sitting playing either on my phone or on an iPad. So, and I actually don't like playing games on neither phone or iPad because it gets very small. Yeah. No, it's good to have something to bring along because they look so weird at you when you come for with your PC under your arm and want to have it in as hand luggage on the plane. What am I doing? I am walking around. Yeah, I don't want to spend. I want to sell. Actually, sell those because I'm never going to use them. It's funny because I've been asked several times, why are you bringing your laptop with you on holiday or any form of entertainment? You should be laying on the beach, or you should be doing this or that. And well, I would say sometimes a holiday is just about chillaxing in a good temperature instead of sitting home in crappy rain all the time.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
And I mean, it's well, for me it's great to actually relax with my computer sometimes, and whether it's I'm on holiday or on my way to my holiday or whatever. And it's good entertainment. I would say when you're sitting in an airport and your plane is many hours delayed, then it's actually great you have some entertainment, whether you are sitting playing games or just watching some movie or even YouTube, Twitch. That's a great way of killing time. This was Giggling. Take him as well. Now we are here. Yeah, but I mean, there is idle time, no matter what type of holiday you do, and it's always the same. I think that whatever you want to do is your choice, and if you want to sit reading a book, then you do that. If you want to play cards with the family, then you do that. If you want to sit on a computer in one form or shape as all, you do that. It's how that is. In the time when I was a kid and went on holiday with my parents, we camped all, they had a tent, and we went all over Europe. And when we weren't driving, then they were sitting drinking the local booze. And I never thought about that as a kid, but as an adult, I actually started thinking that that can't have been very smart. I would surely not do that. I don't mind having a glass, but testing all the local beers and wine and no. Trying to do two things in one room, but I need to fill my vape. There's someone that used all the liquid. I don't know who that is. then a stationary caravan you have somewhere. No, I don't want to talk. Ugh. Why am I doing this? I don't have that, so no, go away. Oh, it's a 5-star, 3-star system. I should really find a trading post. Oh. And we talked a lot about getting a caravan and have it somewhere along the coastline when we lived down south. But after we moved up here, more northernly, we actually don't have that need because we have nature just outside the door. So it's so lovely with the dogs to just walk out. And we have coast close by as well, so if we want to go swimming or going to the seaside, we're not far from Skegness, so that can be good days out without, and we can still come back home in our own beds, which is also sometimes nice. But we do love traveling. That's another thing. But we had to change our ways when we got dog because we don't like to have it stored somewhere in a kennel, so or with friends and stuff like that. So we swapped to then travel 2 of us and 1 stay home, and that actually works quite well. And one of the things is that even us 3 have different things we like to do. My son and I like to go and see all the historical sites in the world, and that is not interesting my daughter, so she rather wants other things, and then we can do so we get much more what we like rather than we have to do everything every time. So it's actually quite practical. We can split it out. But that is no, I'm not greedy, but it's a little bit in my nature that well, need to. Well, I don't need to, but I want to sometimes just make money, just to prove to myself that I can actually still do it. It's not like oh, damn. It's not like that I on purpose go and say, okay, I will be filthy rich in the game, because that's actually not my aim in any way. There is actually a limit how much units you can have. It just passes past 4.2 billion and then it actually stops out. So when you reach that number, then you're done. You can't get any more money into your account, so you have to spend them on something, and then you can start all over. That's how it is. But the longer into the game you get, the less money you actually tend to spend. So it just accumulates without actually you doing anything actively. And I talk a lot about bread and butter, and one of them is scanning. Because even though you don't actually try to make money, and sometimes you just scan a little bit around and then, oh, I made another million. And that's kind of how it is. Yeah. And when you don't really spend the money, then, well, then they accumulate. That's a nice ship. Only A class, but still nice. I like those long-nosed fighters. They used to be very good fighting in space, but close to planets they suffered a little bit, but I don't know if that's still the case. I haven't actually had one for a very long time now. Now I'm flying around in, I don't know what this looks like. But don't be fooled about my weird looking ships. They are actually quite useful and quite beefed up.
Technology recharge.
So yeah, there was at some point a very big discussion about making money in No Man's Sky, and I'm not disagreeing with not to have that as a focus, but on the other hand, what struck me with that whole thing was that someone on YouTube, I assume he's a good player, tells others how they should play. I find that is wrong. Thing is that No Man's Sky is built up so you can actually choose your own path, and if that part is becoming a trader, then you would be a lousy trader if you don't make money. Just saying. It would be like this if someone said to you, oh, you should not build bases in No Man's Sky because it's much better in city skylines. That's like comparing apples and pears, because it's two different things. And then brings me to my point is that you choose how you play. It's your game, and no one should tell you what to do. It's your choice. But what I can do is I can help you with suggestions if you are stuck with something. That's one place to start. If you have a problem with something, how it works, come and ask. If I can help you, I will. if I don't know, I will tell you that, because I'm not trying to send people out on a wild goose chase to cover up that I have no clue what it is they want to do. And I would say I am an expert in spinning chairs. See? Oh, my point is, everyone is free to ask things. You don't have to be a follower or a subscriber. I'm willing to help anyone who asks. I do appreciate people following. I do appreciate people subscribing, but there is no demand on that. So if you're new to the game and you feel there's things you get stuck on, come and ask. I would say sometimes it's actually easier when it's online to, if you ask something, I can sometimes show it directly on the screen. I was called out yesterday because I didn't have I needed to demonstrate, but other than that, normally we find a solution. Another thing which can be, no, I just talked to him and he wanted me to hire him, so that's not going to happen. Another thing is, if you're sitting watching and thinking, why on earth are you doing this or that? Again, feel free to ask, because I'm happy to either explain or tell why I'm doing things the way I do. And I'm not always doing things the easy way, because I'm a old guy, no secret there, and I'm suffering from the old guy syndrome, because being a male, being old, that have two things in common. When we have found our way long ago, that's the right way, and that's how the world works. Everyone telling you something different are wrong. And I'm being sarcastic right now, because but there is some truth to it, because we very often find our ways, and then yeah, it works, so that's how we do it. Well, I will admit I have learned a thing or two from other people, which has made certain things easier. But I have also encountered things where I say, well, I'll try it. Then I reverted to my old thing, because that was not useful for me. And that's how it is sometimes. tell you about. I played a RPG at some point. And so did my kids, and we were playing, and I liked it, but I got stuck, and I couldn't do something, and my son, bless him, tried to help me and said, well, you need to press these 3 keys with one hand and then do that with your mouse and demonstrate it, and it was like, yeah, that I cannot do, and that was how it ended. I couldn't do it physically even if I tried. I couldn't get those things to fit together, and that ruined a very good game for me. But I mean, and that was not for me being difficult, because I most definitely tried multiple times to actually do that movement, but no, I couldn't. And I know there's one thing I always end up having problems with, is if you have to do something like double or triple jumps to get up or on a ledge or something like that. I always struggle with that. And I don't know why, but it has happened in many games.
Technology recharge.
That's why I love games where you go to a wall and then you can climb up the wall without any issues. You don't have to jump weirdly to get there. That I find lovely. Maybe not always realistic, but at least it's something which works out. And yeah, it could be like in Palworld, where you actually have to have the stamina to climb. So if you don't have that, you fall down again. Nothing happens, but you fall down. Trade here. I do think sometimes it's an age issue, because some games are, well, I'm not trying to sound negative in any way, but some games are made more for the younger audience than it is for the elderly. And I mean, I used to have a colleague, we worked in IT, and he was very capable, but he got a very, very good gaming computer, and curious as I always been, and people have encountered that here when I ask questions. But I asked him which games he then played, because well, I played quite a lot of different games, so I thought, well, maybe we have something in common. And then he told me the only game he played on it was chess, because that he felt he could move the pieces without any issues. Every other game he had tried, he had problems actually controlling whatever it was he was doing. And that actually shows a little bit sometimes what it's all about, because there is different whether you are young or old. I'm not saying it's all the same, or for that it's always like that. What did I just do here? Okay. Because of course it's different. I know I can play a lot of games that others in my age group would not play. But I also have, well, at least 40 years of gaming experience behind me. I've tried, been through a lot of different things. And I always like to try it. But certain games are catering more for the younger. Fortnite, for instance. My reactions are crap in games like that. I'm too slow. I even suffer sometimes with fighting in No Man's Sky because I'm too slow. And that's again, well, I have to accept that I don't react as quick as others. So either I have to anticipate whatever I'm going to do and think about it, which is not always an option, because if I start thinking about should I shoot or should I run, then I'm dead. That's reality, and that's why I don't play games like Fortnite or those battle royale type games. I find the concept intriguing, but I would not last long. And that's reality. So that's why you often will see people in my age group are playing games like Civilization, which is turn-based, because you got time to actually sit and think what you're doing. You don't have to react like you did 40 years ago or 30 years ago even. And I'm sitting ranting. No, it's not a rant, it's just talking. I'm just talking.
Technology recharge.
But there is differences between the age groups playing different things. And sometimes it's actually a problem when you get into to play games online with very young people. because that immaturity, toxicity, that's not for us older people. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and I don't disagree, and I have done that sometimes as well, and but many times people are hiding behind a keyboard and a screen, and they say and do things which they wouldn't do if they were standing in front of people. And that's where I think sometimes it's a little bit, yeah, it's too easy to be cheeky. Wow, cheeky, that's I don't mind people being cheeky, but being horrible to other people, they shouldn't be that. Don't say anything online that you wouldn't say to people when you are in the room with them. That's always been my attitude.
Component repaired. Component repaired. Technology repaired.
You know, I always think about, because, well, I've always been interested in understanding people's mind in a professional way, to be honest, but I always had difficulties understanding what are you achieving being nasty to other people. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But someone said something. I can't remember who or what the context was, but it was in the line with, I played badly, so you are all stupid. There was something in that direction. And that shows it is a sort of self-preservation, because it's actually to cover up that they can't tell you they live in their mother's basement, can they? Yeah, why did I think about South Park where they play World of Warcraft? That's one of these. Yeah, and well, I have a lot of older viewers coming past from time to time, and well, I hear a little bit interesting things very often, and it's a little bit funny because that phrase with "I played badly, so you're all stupid," that shows a little bit about the mentality with many people nowadays. It's okay to be angry at the other people if you play badly. Could you imagine you were sitting playing a stupid board game like Monopoly, and you by mistake roll the dice and you end up, you have to pay a lot of money, and then you get angry on the other players because they actually outsmarted you. Yeah, exactly, and I mean that would not be social acceptable. No one would play games with you if that was like that. I mean, I remember when my kids were young, and they didn't always find it funny to play games because they lost. But they learned that if you are lucky or smart, then you win, and if you are unlucky and not so smart, then you lose, and that's how games are. And that's sometimes a fact in life. Not everything goes like you want it to. It would be nice if everything did, but I must say it isn't like that. Yeah, but well, that's one thing I sometimes rant about. It's the snowflake mentality, because I used to sometimes go and watch I don't know where you are from, but when I say football, it's soccer matches in a very, very well, what we here in Britain call Sunday League or Pub League and stuff like that. And just because I like to watch the football, and one team normally wins and the other one loses. That's or it's sometimes a draw, but that's kind of besides the point. And that's how it is. And in Sunday League here in Britain, then people, they say thank you for the match, and they sit down and drink a lot of beer together, the two teams, after the match. And that is one thing I find is brilliant, because that shows sportsmanship and friendship, and we had some fun for 90 minutes and that's over. Yeah. However, I've seen kids play on the field next to the match I was seeing, and I've seen it more than once, where the parents was driving that it was unfair that one team was better than the other. We're talking about team sport here. There's supposed to be a winner and a loser most of the time. And I mean, as a parent, why are you teaching your kids that we are all equal? Because we're not. If we are all equal, then don't participate in sport or in competitions. Because someone, as you said, if there's 100 people in the game, how many will lose? That is a very good question. Well, we're going to have the Olympics this year in Paris. And let's see how many is in the men's marathon. There will probably be 150 participants. Let's see how many wins. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to follow the Olympics a lot, but I will watch something of it, but not overly much. But yeah, I rant a little bit about these things because I have been brought up in a time where if you wanted to become something in sport, you had to work for it and you had to step on a lot of competition before you could actually reach the top. And that was just how it was. Not that I have ever been very great at any sports, but that's I have done a little bit here and there, and because I enjoy the competition. Not because I want to step all over my opponents, whatever I have been doing, because that's I would rather sit down and drink the beer after the match and say, well, that was a good match, you won or I won, doesn't matter at that point, it's over and done with, and now we just sit and have a good time. Oh dear. Yeah. Disappeared gig for the right price. Oh, let's time out this one. says there's a trading post, but don't do that to me. No. I hate when the trading posts attack you. But I would say it's not because I feel I'm having, how can you say it? My opinion is not against people being equal and stuff like that, because that's fine. We are all equal, I believe that. But when we do sport, when we do competition, oh dear. Well, I don't know if I was stupid or what, but I will continue it next Sunday, and that's. I will not give up. I will see how long it takes. Yeah. Did you pick up anything from the where the ship is? The original ship.
Product received.
I've tried to find out if you are actually allowed or not, but it's not clear. So that's why I chose not to. Okay, that's the same for me, so. But I will say I believe there's a lot of luck in what you encounter, because you know, if you go right instead of left, then you come to a place where there is something you can use. And I might have turned left all the time, for instance. I'm not sure, but those buildings I found was absolutely useless. Which annoyed me a little bit, but it's one of these things, you can't really do anything. Yeah, and that was kind of what I was looking for. Find a trade post. Well. I'll have to see if I survive in the cave, but I should. But what I'm a little bit concerned about is that when I spawn in, if all those toxic plants is around me. But I will find out. As I said, I will play it on Sundays, and then no matter how long it takes, I will, as long as I stay alive, then I actually think it was good fun. There was I was not struggling with surviving, so that's always the first hurdle, and yeah. I survived the first half hour. That's always the worst, people say. So yeah. Now I'm just playing on my normal permadeath, so which is each minute making a new record. So that's kind of nice. What were I thinking? I don't want to go Atlas, I don't want to go Black Hole, I want to go Galactic Center. So I know I go in the right direction at least. That one could be good for trade. Thing is, when we talk about toxicity in online games, I actually noticed one of the worst is more or less free games where you play and I think people would actually have a little bit of another attitude if you had paid something to play the game, because then you would respect people were doing while playing their game. A little bit like we have it with No Man's Sky, that it's your game, you can play like you feel like. I know if it's team-based games, then you are depending on the other people on your team, but again, educate instead of being nasty. It's many years ago I found out that carrots work better than sticks. That's actually always been my attitude, that if you help people, we are down to give the man a fish and he will be fed once, teach him how to fish, and so on. Teach him how to catch a poisonous fish, then he will not starve the rest of his life. uh, that was a British stand-up coming with that. I have just borrowed it. I have adapted British humor to the fullest, which I actually always have really liked, but dark humor is one of the best things I can come across. And the British are very good at that. Yeah. You get it. Put him on fire. Oh. Yeah, that's a good one as well. That's a good one. I like that. I will surely remember that. So I could use. Oh, no, I'm not taking that. I am going to have some fun. I think. So. The worst part is I'm sitting visualizing what you said. I shouldn't do that. Oh dear. necessary. There. I don't want to land too close either. I'm just being difficult right now. I kind of knew where I was going, but it's okay. It's funny, I took 3 of these broken machinery in a row, which all gave me S-class modules for my exosuit. Yesterday, every time I found one, it was nanites. Oh damn. That was not really what I wanted, but never mind. Don't you shoot at me, you bastard. Fuck, where are you? There's a lot of them now. Okay. Oh God, they detected me. Look if I can. one thing I learned by the Sentinel interceptors. They are actually quite slow. So you can most of the time outrun them.
Technology recharge.
Kind of expected. I don't have sodium. That kind of sounds wrong, but wow. Tendency to make it into sodium nitrate, so it takes up less space. So and sometimes the reason I suddenly runs out of things. The same with carbon. It is now, there's no need to actually being stingy, because I have plenty of space now, so that's actually fine. But I should repair my things. Been one of those days where I had a number of broken modules from fighting, but well, you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. Some of the things I get is not really helping in that direction, but yeah. It's just money. I just wanted to have a look at the freighter. It could have been interesting. I'm one of those weird players that actually look at how they look before I even decide whether I want it or not. If it doesn't look right, no, then it's not fun. Size is not everything in this. Actually getting to that time where I need to call it for today. So that seemed a very long patch. So I will actually go for my freighter now, and then it will be the end of the stream for today. I will say thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to people who have followed and subscribed. It is very appreciated, and thank you to everyone who has participated in chat today. It's been nice, and I do like that. And to new players, I'm on from Sunday to Thursday from 8 o'clock UK time, and if you have things you want to come and ask, feel free. It's for everyone. Everyone can ask questions, and I'm not the only one answering them, but oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, and we'll continue this Permadeath run. We are in the 24th galaxy, I believe, something like that. I lost numbering. And I've been alive for more than 200 hours on this Permadeath run, so I'm actually quite happy with that. I will from me now say good night to everyone. Have a splendid night, evening, day, depending on your time zone, of course. And I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time. So take care out there and stay safe. Good night.